Hey guys, Evan at monkeybeaver.com. Today I'm going to show you how to swap your 200T over to quarter pitch. So when you buy a quarter pitch conversion for your Panther kits from us, you're going to get a sprocket with a worm gear. That is because from factory your 192, 193, 194, your 200 and 201 all come with 3/8 drive, and they need to be converted over to a quarter pitch. This sprocket and worm drive will work on all of those saws I just mentioned. And it's pretty simple. So all you do is pop the cover off, right? And then you got to pull the clutch off. This one requires a 13 mil socket, or you could use a 1/2 inch, would be the same size. Put it on your little impact here. You got to be careful. You don't want to be hammering on it because it is mounted to the crankshaft. So just be careful. This is going to be a reverse thread, which means you have to turn it clockwise to remove it. So a couple little blips, this thing will come off. Just like that. So you take your clutch off. You take your 3/8 drive, factory OEM drum off, and be careful, there's little needle bearings in here. And also, you have your worm drive. The reason you have to change your worm drive is because this is what drives the oil pump for your chain. It mounts to the sprocket. So in our kits, it will come with obviously the sprocket, which is different teeth, goes from a 6 to an 8 tooth, and then it'll have a worm drive that will fit this drum. You throw the worm drive in there. You make sure you put your needle bearings back on, and you throw your sprocket on. Make sure it all lines up, right? And then throw your clutch on. Again, this is a reverse thread, so you're going to be going counterclockwise to install it. A couple little blips, that's enough. The reason it's reverse rotation is because when the motor's running, it's actually going to help tighten it on there so it doesn't come off. That's how you change your MS 192, 193, 194, your 200, which is what this one is, and a 201. They're all going to have the same kit. Your kit will include one of these. This is called a piston stop. I believe this is for an MS201. Oh yes, it is. It says right on it, MS201. So what this does is you take your spark plug off, you put this in there, and that'll stop your pistons so that you can just use a regular wrencher or ratchet to take this off. But if you got a little impact, it comes off super quick. Next, I'm going to show you the Echo 355. The reason I'm showing you the 355 is because on this saw, it does not have a head that you can grab onto with a traditional socket. So Echo does actually sell a socket with these little teeth on it that will mount up to the clutch so you can break it off. But I didn't have one of these the first time I did it, so I actually modified an 18 millimeter socket and put these little fingers on it so that it would grab the sprocket like that. Same thing, this is reverse thread. So you're gonna hit this clockwise, a little blip, it'll come off. Pull the clutch off or the drum off. There's a little washer in here. There's the sprocket. This one's already been converted to quarter pitch. And you have your little needle bearings. Just make sure this all goes back together. Notice there's a little finger here. It's like a key that fits into a slot on the sprocket. So make sure you get that in there correctly. Put your washer back on. And this goes a certain direction. Make sure this is out. And again, this is counterclockwise to tighten. Put this back on. A few little blips, that's all it needs. Once the motor's running, it helps lock that on there. And that's how you convert your Echo 355 to quarter pitch. All other saws are the same way. Once you get it off, it's going to be reverse. The 2511 is super easy. It's just the drum. You take it off, put it back on. There's nothing special about that. It's going to have a tool. But that's how you make your saw quarter pitch so you can run our Panther stuff. Most of our kits will include a sprocket. So there you go. Have a good day.
Monkey feel dum dum.